Welcome to the Scrapyard. I'm your host, BC.
The Savage.
And I'm Solo Jones.
And today on the Scrapyard, this is going to be Repaint Approach, the Redux edition. But this time around, unlike last time, we're going to do Figure Appreciation of the Week. And we're going to start with you.
For mine, it's another freaking Gundam, because I forget if I did this or not. Death Army Grunt.
Cool.
From Mobile Fire G Gundam. You obey every command. Give me cook. Oh.
I think this week we'll go for something a little different. I know some of you might be expecting a G.I. Joe figure, but I'm going to go with...
I fucking hate you.
Robot Masters R-Blade, a repaint of Jetfire. And, you know, considering these are a nightmare to find in the UK, I had to import this guy from Japan. But yeah, I thought it's a great little figure.
Hi, how are you? So my Figure Appreciation of the Week is one that I'm pretty sure no one's going to be expecting, because you can kind of say BC's back in a way, because Legacy Evolution Metal Hawk.
Oh,
I caved. I hardcore caved. It's a very, very good rendition of Metal Hawk. I think he works with the Cyclonus mold a lot better, but that's just me. And yeah.
I think the last one was a redeco of Titan's Return Trigger Happy, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
So, just a quick question, BC, then, since you're is this a case of everything? They've taken everything about Cyclonus and cranked it up to 11 with Metal Hawk.
For me, yeah.
For maybe other people, who knows?
Yeah.
Because I mean, in recent years, our versions of Metal Hawk haven't been that good, really, have they? I mean, we've had the BotCon Thunderwing repaint, which were a good figure nonetheless. You know, we had the box set, the exclusive box set Trigger Happy repaint. Then we had the Titan, what was it? The Prime Master figurine. And now we've got the Inner Robot retooled from Cyclonus.
Yep. With that said, the Repaint Approach, where we are basically going to be discussing everything about a repaint. Its blessings, its curses, its annoyances, and its gems.
Yep.
Yes, I literally pulled that from the first episode. Holla at me.
And I'm going to say this will be an episode that'll be right up my alley, because obviously with G.I. Joe being one of my big loves, G.I. Joe is literally chock full of repaints.
I mean, yeah, definitely.
But I mean, just a quick brief history of the repaint is, you know, we all know the history of the repaint. You know, it's a great and a cheap way for toy companies to extend the life of their line and molds by, you know, releasing a toy in a different paint scheme, different deco, and selling it and obviously making some more money off that and getting people to buy another Stormtrooper, another G.I. Joe figure, another Transformer.
Because you got to make that buck somehow.
Yep.
So with that said, the repaint approach. How does BC specifically feel about the repaint approach? Well, he feels many ways about it. Mainly because repaints have more or less hit a point where whatever it is, just a straight up repaint nowadays, it's not just treated as like it's just some random repaint. There's actually some level of inspiration to said repaint.
Yeah. Just to use a G.I. Joe example here, this is recently, right? Right. This is the 2008 regular edition Iron Grenadiers Destro, based on the action figure, which I actually have right here. Here's the vintage in Destro's death spoiler. You can see he's got the black battle armor, cape, neckerchief, and all that, and the gold head. Right, you see that on the vintage figure?
Mm-hmm.
And here is the redeco, and here's the modernized version of it right there. You can see it's got the same black battle armor, the neckerchief, cloth, same cloth cape, gold sword, everything, even down to the gold headpiece. Now, what they did to extend that, the lifespan of that, is to create the comic pack version. If you see here, we have the same figure, the exact same figure, and I'll bring that side by side. You have the exact same figure, and all they did was paint it a bluey gray off the Marvel comics with a black sword and belt. So basically, you have two flavors of repaint, and it's up to you to decide which flavor of figure that would fit your collection best.
And what sucks is they both taste like plastic still.
Yeah, I mean, you can still stick with the classic Destro with the black and gold, or blue and black.
Oh, come on, guys, that was clever. I mean, you fucking know it.
I mean, they did the same with the. They did the same with the Spy Troops Iron Grenadier when they brought that back. You've got a nice plain black deco with the armor pieces. Update there, and then for an exclusive pack, they released him in a more winter urban themed deco.
Hi, Mebius.
Oh, hi, Mebius. Hey, Mebius. Nice to see you, my friend. Welcome.
Weep, grana, weep, ninny bone.
Weep, grana, weep, ninny bong.
Weep, grana, weep, ninny bong.
Titty bong.
So anyway, that's just two examples of G.I. Joe repaint I've got to hand. And it shows the different examples of how Hasbro has repainted G.I. Joe figures, in the past.
Whereas when it comes to Transformers, you get either a whole repaint of like a Power Links colored version of them, or in my example, I can point out. I'm not gonna go grab it because I'm lazy right now. Media says, for my figure, appreciation is Robots in Disguise 2001 Blue Prowl.
Supercharged Prowl,
Ooh.
sweet.
Nice.
And that kind of counts because it's a repaint in a
Yep.
sense.
Yes, it is. It is it's one of those repaints that I was going to go into because
Hence
in that
why
particular regard, back then it was considered a shameless repaint. Now that the fiction has officially like ended, and we haven't really truly dived back in to see it again. Yeah, it's
And that's
now
why
a necessary repaint.
that's why I picked the G2 Cyberjet repaint as well. So
Anyway, my example was what I was going to make was I believe it was Earthrise Hound, and Gen
Yep.
Select's Hotshot.
That is actually Siege.
Siege, okay.
now the other thing about Transformers is, aside from doing different colors and new characters out of repaints, the other thing that Transformers has started doing recently, is the cartoon accurate or movie accurate paint schemes.
Cartoon accurate or movie accurate paint schemes.
Because I remember when E-Hobby first, and Transformers, the G1 reissues first got big in the early 2000s. One of the big things that E-Hobby did back then was the anime versions. When they did an anime accurate Astro Train and Galvatron, which was something we hadn't seen before in Transformers.
You want to know one thing that is with repaints that we tend to kind of gloss over just because we as fans, let's face it, are kind of entitled sometimes.
Go on.
We always seem to forget about the fact that every single repaint is basically 4 repaints in a single case, cost-wise, is equal to 1 new mold.
True.
So if you use the same mold and just do it in different colors, you're saving money, and then you're able to put that same money into a new mold.
Exactly. And in some cases, like going back to the Spy Troops Iron Grenadier, for example, putting him in different decos like the snow camo, it gives you, a different approach, doesn't it? So you can have different paint schemes, different play styles. So you can have him.
Mebius says, I think the best example for repaints is Optimus himself painted black and Ultra Magnus painted white.
Yeah. Exactly. So here's the thing with that. Those are repaints that are done to death.
To be honest, and I will say there was a period of Transformers, and it was definitely in the early 2000s, where if a Optimus Prime cab ever got made, then it was a guarantee that Scourge/Nemesis Prime and Ultra Magnus was definitely coming, because they'd be the next. Master MPO1 had it, Classics.
When it comes to repaints that are actual genuinely, like, one of the many, I keep getting like scrambled up here. Let's talk the curses of the repaint game. Basically, a real curse to a repaint. The perfect example that I can bring up for this specifically is the classic Seeker mold.
Ah, yes. when they repainted it in every color under the sun and, gave it a new name.
Yeah. That mold, if like, Woody might have to remind me which one of these is the correct numbering on it. But if memory serves me right, the classic Seeker mold, including the cone heads, was reused well over 20 times.
I couldn't actually correctly identify it, but that actually does sound about right, given how many times, not just in like regular retail releases in both the US and Japan, but then you also count exclusives.
Yeah, exactly. Randomized exclusives.
The way to kind of like point out the Seeker molds in almost any form of wave, they're essentially the create your own character option in Transformers War for Cybertron, specifically, just for the fact that you can just give it different color palettes and whatnot.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. The only reason why that happened with the Seeker body is because of the fact that in the beginning there was only 3.
Yep.
And the reason why they set it up as only 3 was because they literally just took the same toy, threw 3 random sets of colors onto it, and called them different characters.
Yep.
That is the root cause of the Seeker mold being considered the gotta catch 'em all Transformer. Because let's face it, if you bought a Starscream, you naturally are going to want a Skywarp and a Thundercracker to go with it.
Or you have, like, even with the Coneheads, you're not just going to buy Thrust, Dirge, or Ramjet. Ramjet on their own. You're going to buy all 3.
Exactly. You are going to buy all 3. It does not matter. What the hell are you doing?
You said gotta catch them all. I'm trying to catch one. It's not working.
The other thing as well, to follow on from that BC, is also the 3 Rainmakers from early season 1. And then the other thing that compounds that is the amount of generic Seekers that you see in the cartoon series and comic books. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, just recently, we just found out that this new Voyager Seeker mold that we've been getting since Earthrise, it's starting to go down the exact same path that the classic Seeker mold Deluxe is. Because now we're getting cloud cover out of Ramjet.
Yeah. Well, we'd already gone down the G2 route.
And it's already confirmed we're getting fucking nacelle.
Yep.
Funny how that works, huh?
Have we had like Storm Cloud, Acid Rain, and Sunstorm yet out of those?
No. In fact, another thing that I'm going to point out real quick that I'm actually genuinely amazed never happened. And this whole idea with the Toxitron line, I'm really hoping this becomes a thing, because if it does, I'm going to fucking scream for joy.
Because I was going to say, when we first got the, going back to E-Hobby and Masterpiece, that's when we got these repaints, G1 and Masterpiece Seekers in the Rainmaker colors. We first got Sunstorm, Acid Storm, and all that. So
you bring up another good point, my friend. Basically, just straight up taking the Megatron mold that year, throwing a new color scheme on it, and calling it Galvatron. That wasn't how it was in the original. In the original, it was a physically different body.
Yeah.
But see, here's the thing. I mentioned that these are curses. So what is the curse of the Seeker mold? Mold degradation. Nacelle had so many issues that there are some copies that are so badly molded And it's because of the fact that the mold itself has seen so many reuses.
Another two examples. G1 Bruticus. The fact that literally got reused that much, especially in the 2001 RID era, where we had all the various repaints of Ruination, that they literally destroyed the mold.
Yeah, that's probably why we're never going to see a G1 reissue of Bruticus.
Because we had
literally destroyed that mold because of all the many repaints we got of that.
And MP10. Now, MP10...
For fuck's sake, I think MP10 is the only mold right now that for whatever reason they just keep pumping out repaints of.
And I'm not saying that is a great Optimus Prime mold, but because there's been 20, maybe 30 versions of MP10 right now, I'm actually afraid to open my MP10 GB because I figure that I'm just concerned that my Ghostbusters MP10 is going to have the mold wear.
Yeah,
and it has been reported that the Ghostbusters version of MP10 Optimus has the shoulder and hip issues. And there isn't currently a fix for it. Other than just fucking leave it in the package.
Yeah. And it fucking sucks because damn good figures are ruined by repaints. Entirely because of the fact that they feel this insistent need to do a million different repaints out of one fucking toy. It'll end up ruining the mold. Mm-hmm. The Classic Seeker mold is the perfect example of this, yet again.
And all the various versions of Optimus, Magnus, and Scourge that got made.
Another major curse to repaints. And I'm pretty sure both of you can more than agree with me on this. Repaints have a fucking shot at shelf warming like a motherfucker.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I can also attest to this through one other thing, and I know you two might not be interested in this, but the other thing is wrestling figures. Right?
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that. I can literally still find any wrestling figures in my fucking stores. It's that bad.
But one of the key things I'm going to say about this is that certain people want specific attires from specific events, if you know what I mean, right? And, people are literally just going to buy those and leave the others.
So I decided Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
So Savage decided to do some research. There is 19 uses of the MP10 mold.
And that's combining both Takara and Hasbro.
Okay, now, so there's about...
Now, do me a favor. Do some research and find out how many times the Classic Secret mold was used. I need to know.
I was going to say that would be a lot, especially if you count the fact that if I remember rightly, the cone heads were BotCon only from that tooling.
Only Ramjet came out at retail at first, and so did Dirge and Thrust came out in the BotCon set.
So the only way you could end up with all three cone heads back in the classic line was BotCon.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Mind you, it's only the same when they did it in Earthrise, when they released, Thrust through Walgreens?
No, they released Thrust through Target.
And then the other two came in their own specific box set.
Yeah, and they were Amazon exclusive, which thankfully Hasbro learned their fucking lesson, and one of these future waves of Legacy Evolution, we're seeing a single pack release of Dirge.
Same with Runabout and Runamuck, wasn't it, as well? Because it wasn't one of those a Target exclusive and the other Walgreens. Oh, go on, Savage.
I have your results.
Oh, let's hear this.
He has the results. He has the results. He has the results. You are not the father.
So yeah, you're gonna wish this was not this was that case because drum roll please.
Ring.
This classic secret mold, including all the companies according to it, big ol' 30.
Oh my god!
That classic Starscream mold was reused.
I'm counting every single character and every single company that's in this thing just so I can actually have a way of understanding it.
That classic Starscream tooling was used 30 times.
I was way off.
But that was still far too many. That's still.
And that's also counting Universe 2008 and Generations and Timelines.
Yeah, so we're counting Hasbro, Takara, Bok, Convention.
Yeah,
we're counting all that.
This fucking Starscream mold. This is the curse of repaint.
So we have MP10 being repainted 20 times, and a lot of those being like Japanese store exclusives or one-off repaints. And then you have that classic Starscream mold being used 30 times.
Yeah,
I'm going to have to ask you, Savage. If we say 2008 was the start of that, what? Just a quick question. What was that last figure using that tooling?
In Universe 2008? In Universe 2008, it would be Acid Storm.
Acid Storm and Starscream, it says.
So we've gone from classic stuff. So 30 times in what, 2 years?
Probably, it looks like.
30 times in a couple of years.
It looks like the more last one they made in terms of that mold, if it pulls up to that specific figure. The last one they did of that mold was no, not Nacelle. It was Ghost Starscream.
What?
They made Ghost Starscream, and that's the last one on the very bottom of the list. So that's my understanding of like, okay, this was the last figure they did.
No, I remember Ghost Starscream coming out a lot sooner than that. It has to be Nacelle.
I was going to say, that was an e-hobby, wasn't it? Or was it a convention?
Million Publishing.
Does that specify the year it came out?
No, not until I click on the figure. But yeah, I clicked on a figure. It says 2009. Okay.
Yeah, because I know damn well Nacelle came out somewhere near the end of the 2010s.
All right, let me look at Nacelle. Let me look at this G2. That's also on here.
Because that G2 Nacelle will be using.
Okay, it's a tie between Nacelle and G2 Starscream.
Wow. So we've got two figures coming out at roughly the same time.
Both roughly at the same time of 2015.
Yeah.
So we're talking what, 2007 to 2015 then for that Starscream mold.
Hold on.
Let me look at others just in case, just for the sake of fucking covering all the bases here.
We had that mold for 8 years straight.
Yeah.
Can we move on from the curse of this fucking repaint approach, please? Like, this is starting to boggle my mind.
I've broken him, and I didn't even mean. I broke him, and I didn't mean to.
Okay, another one, Savage. Look up Energon RC. Now you'll see how many times that got repainted.
If memory serves me right, that one saw at least 7 or 8 repaints.
I was gonna say, are we also still using it?
That was used well into the Bay era as well.
Okay, going off of just Energon alone, right?
That Energon RC tooling, I think that was retooled a good
9 times.
Okay, so I was close.
but you've still got 9 repaints just off one toy.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how big or small the mold is. If there's potential, they're going to capitalize on it. Honestly, I feel like it would be an even longer discussion if we actually sat down and really looked at the characters and figures that never received repaints.
But then again, there was something else we're also neglecting as well.
What?
Do you remember when the Japanese actually repainted and blind bagged the minicons?
We're done. We're not talking about this.
Oh god, that's already gonna be a hell and a half. I'm not even gonna touch. I'm not even gonna research that.
We're moving on. Now let's talk about the blessings to a repaint.
Yeah. But okay, I was just making that as leaving that as the curse. I'm just saying, okay, the blessings. Now, blessings of repaints. I mean, because the good thing about repaints like this is we've now got more accurate paint schemes. We've got repaints into completely different characters, and we're getting decos of, I mean, sometimes completely different decos of existing characters.
Here is what I was gonna say. A repaint can actually allow we as fans to get another chance to experience a mold. Yeah. And the perfect example of this, bearing in mind, this kind of runs into a bit of a announcement I got to make at the end of the show. This guy, Metalhawk. Yeah. I really like this figure. He's a retool of Kingdom Cyclonus. Now, bearing in mind, I specified this as a retool, not a repaint. The reason why I'm saying that is because this general tooling, I never experienced this before, and I deliberately passed on it for the longest time. I have an attachment to Metalhawk, so therefore, I bought Metalhawk. This is my first time ever fully experiencing my own version of the mold, and I fucking enjoy it. So the big thing of it is a repaint / retool, if we're going to get super technical with it, gives you an opportunity to experience a mold that you missed out on the first initial run of it. And another, I cannot believe I'm fucking doing it again. Going right back to the Classic Seeker mold. We got a Classic Seeker in 2006. For those of us who never got to experience it, the Universe Classics 2.0 version was basically that exact same mold as Starscream again, just in cartoon accurate colors.
Yep.
So now all of a sudden, all these different versions of the Classic Seeker mold, if you never experienced the Classic Seeker mold, you've got plenty of options and ways to do it. That is an absolute blessing to a repaint.
So you've got 30 figures to track down.
Yeah, plenty of pick and choose options.
Yeah, I was going to say that is definitely the biggest version of pick and choose, but I do like the fact that, you know, just using G.I. Joe as an example, and I know I hate, you know, but the fact that with G.I. Joe you can decorate the figures in, you know, a variety of different themes like jungle, desert, Arctic, urban, this sort of thing. You can basically outfit, you know, your G.I. Joe figures, both hero and villain, into different themes.
And if you're really that type of person who doesn't really care what the character was, and if you were a kid, obviously, you're not going to really care. You're like, oh, this is Sergeant Stryker.
I mean, the thing is, look at Robots in Disguise Ruination. I mean, we had this regular edition, we had Baldigus, G2, Arctic, Urban, Desert.
Look at how many options of just G1 Bruticus. you now have that. You now have access and an option toward.
And they all looked I'm not going to lie, they all looked fantastic in the different color schemes.
Exactly. And look, one of my all-time favorite figures is a glorified repaint. I love this toy. It's very fun. I love flipping this back and forth. It's a straight-up repaint of a mold that came out at the very beginning of Earthrise, which we all know how Earthrise was.
Grapple. I was going to say, oh, yep, thrust. There we go. He's got his King Earthrise.
Earthrise. Yeah, to point it out.
I fucking hate you right now because I've been wanting to track that down recently.
You've known I had this.
I legit completely forgot. That's how little I cared about Earthrise at the time.
Oh, also, sorry to annoy you.
The Messiah has entered the fray. You first.
And also, just to annoy you even further.
It's Inferno.
Inferno. Ah! Ow! Oh! God damn it, Beanie.
That's a different tune than what you're normally singing.
And the other thing as well is another repaint I got because it fits in with my collection.
God damn it.
The Gen Selects G2 Megatron.
See, I had Combat Hero Megatron. Combat Hero? The one white repaint of the Siege one.
Yeah, the purple one.
No, the white one. The white one.
All right, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I had that one. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that's the one. The white, the green and white.
Yeah, the white, green one. That one. I can't remember what that one was technically called.
That's
the combat.
That one.
Yeah, I know which one you mean. That's the Combat Hero, I believe. If I remember my G2 correctly. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just sorry. I'm sorry, VC, but I just had. The thing is, I imported this one. It cost me a fortune. Ow! Son of a.
Chat, if you hear us now, call this number down below, and you'll be able to say insert $1 to save the abused coworkers. Oh God!
Ah.
Please stop it! Fuck it!
Quick, hide the thrust. We've made him mad.
He is hidden. I only have Megatron up.
So, anyways, the jokes aside, basically, as much as we just made a joke out of that, this also very much plays into the blessing, since I just brought up that Legacy Evolution is gonna give us another chance at Dirge.
Yep.
Now I have a chance to experience the mold, and it's coming relatively soon. Yes, I'm planning on buying it at some point because I want to give that one a shot.
And like we said, these were an asshole to get your hands on.
See, here's what's fucked up. I saw them plentifully when they first dropped.
I don't remember.
Of course you don't fucking remember. Because you don't pay attention.
Well, I didn't give a shit at the time, so why would I pay attention to something I didn't give a shit about?
I was going to say, Savage is so poor he can't afford to pay attention.
What was that, Mr. 3 months late?
Since 2008.
Oh, God.
Anyway, so that's another major blessing to it.
So, especially if one of the toolings that you wanted is a convention or store exclusive, which is the annoying thing about being a toy collector these days.
If there's a color scheme you genuinely love, but it's locked behind an exclusive paywall, it's annoying as hell. That will go more into the annoyances side of things, which we're not going to talk about right now. But one major blessing, and I feel like Woody especially is going to agree with me here. This is the one time I wish Aladar was still in here.
Go on.
How a repaint has managed to change the identity of a mold.
Yes.
Perfect example. Deluxe Cybertron Red Alert.
Yes.
Figure. Nothing too surprising with it.
I mean, just as an example.
But you bought Cannonball? That fucking repaint completely changes the identity of that toy. Where that thing went from just it's okay, to an absolute gem of a toy.
Another example, and I know Savage brought this one up. Siege Hound to Gen Select's Red Alert.
Hot Shot.
Sorry. Fantastic. Fantastic toy, fantastic repaint, and you know what? That Siege Hound actually fits. Actually fits that Hot Shot mold. I mean, other examples include like Sea Spray and Deep Dive.
Yeah.
Yep. Fantastic.
I never got it myself, but I've heard from everyone it's an absolutely fantastic reuse.
Because everyone was saying like the original Netflix Siege Hound, it was an okay figure. It wasn't bad. Not the best version of Hound we've ever had, but a good one nonetheless.
That Hot Shot drops, and all of a sudden,
exactly. Yeah.
Why do I love Jam so much?
Why do you love what?
Jam so much?
Oh, God damn it.
Yes, I've learned of that meme. Yes, I have learned of the meme.
Why my shoulders hurt?
My life is pain.
Yeah, it's about to become pain.
Jam.
You say that. You have to remember, that was actually written in the comic, too. He actually says, my life is pain.
But to be honest, I mean, I know we're going back to the that Seeker mold, but I mean, that is, again, is the amount of repaints through that gave us new figures, new Seekers.
New characters.
Also,
that's another major blessing to repaints. It introduces new characters.
Or brings back old characters reimagined, such as, in my instance, Hoist, but he got retooled or redecoed into Long Rack from Beast Wars Neo.
Which I damn near lost my shit when I saw that.
Or, if you want to be technical with that one as well, Savage, BotCon Dinobot.
Yeah, it does have the head.
Well, yeah, at the same time, it completely changes the identity of the toy. But I feel like the true... You know what? No, I'm going to stop here because I want to save identifying specific ones for the gem segment.
Because I was going to say, that bot concept where they gave the Dinobots, the Beast Wars characters, the Energon toys as Cybertronian bodies, fantastic set, and that knocked it clean out the park.
Idea. Absolutely amazing idea.
I mean, that was what I consider a left field use of repaints.
I mean, that's exactly what it is. A left field use of repaints.
No, that's what I mean. Because, it's like when... I'm going to keep this in the gem section because this has to be said. Not just BotCon, but haven't you ever just seen a character that gets repainted from a specific mold that at first you don't think, I can't see how that'd work. But then when you see it, it's like, holy shit balls.
Once we actually start going into detail with gems, we'll bring that back up.
Okay.
So with that said, as much as I hate to be that guy, we got to dive right into annoyances. So what are things with repaints that are absolutely annoying? And we're gonna start this segment off with Savage. What's one thing about repaints that genuinely just annoys you?
To be fair, that's not really an easy question for me to answer because I don't really mind repaints that much. I don't really find much of annoyance into them.
I've got but I do have a specific example. Lazy ass repaints. You know, when it's just...
Oh my god, lazy repaints. Okay, so...
And this is an example, right? Just use this example. You know when you get a stormtrooper and all they've done is put a blast mark on it, or they've put a bit of dirt on the armor, and you think to yourself, really? I'm paying full price for a splotch of paint.
In that case, let me go. Hold on. In that case, let me go back to. Let me retake that back. The Star Wars Black Series. I get they're wanting to make one of each clone trooper division, but at least give one of them like an antenna or a skirt or something. There's more to the clone troopers than just identifiable colors.
Have I set him off?
Yeah, you probably did.
Well, like for fuck's sake, because I always keep forgetting that we're always sticking to Transformers. That this is the moment of realizing, oh, that's right. I can talk more than just Transformers, such as Star Wars, where they're the more laziest of the green colors of the bunch. And it's like, okay, I get it. You're making all the clone divisions, but then you just the clone armor is literally a blank canvas. It's your design. They don't care what they have for design. If it suits a character or multiple clone trooper divisions, it would work. But then they all have the same lazy, like, oh, the horn is red, and oh, the next guy, same thing, but blue, green, puke. I don't fucking...
Yeah, the helmet crest.
Shit like that. And the lack of dots of like commanders for like clone phase 1 clone troopers or whatever. Come on.
Or when they make a Tatooine clone trooper, and all they do is just dry brush some brown onto the boots to make it look like he's been in the sand.
Did he step in sand or dog shit? Because I can't tell which.
Exactly.
Or when they did the Mud Trooper from Solo, and all they did was just repaint a Stormtrooper with that's literally just got splashes of mud on the armor.
At least make a Death Trooper.
I'm sorry, did someone making Star Wars?
Did someone say Star Wars? Yes, I am saying Star Wars.
Yeah, that's what I mean when I say lazy repaints. I mean, you say...
To make an example of my own little thing here.
I mean, yeah, we get that there's an...
I know why Mebius is bringing it up. I know precisely why.
This is technically also a lazy repaint because it's just a red fucking helmet.
Yep, you're definitely correct on
Nothing different.
Like you say, Savage, the Stormtrooper armor is a blank canvas to do whatever you want with it, and then you just go, oh, let's just have splashes of dirt on the armor.
Now, again, like Mebius stated, did someone say Star Wars? Okay, fucking oh. Okay, So before we move on, Mebius, question when you get a chance to answer this. Do you know the new joke of the back rooms monster? That being said, you were on a roll with that whole like annoying ass repaints thing. Because one thing I'm definitely going to bring up here, Universe 2003 Silver Bolt. That purple one.
Mm-hmm.
That thing is it does not work.
Yeah.
And then you take another randomized repaint that just doesn't fucking work. And I hate to say it, a lot of the repaints of the classic Seed from Home.
All I'm going to say is, since I'm mentioning Transformers, does anybody remember the Fox Kids repaints?
Yeah, and a lot of those are actually really good, but the annoying aspect of those is a lot of those were mailaways.
Yeah, but some of those, I think, even now, some of the repaints from those seem a little bad. But again, Beast Wars was also an example of, let's repaint this into another animal.
All right, well, since he decided to answer the question,
go on.
Joke with the background monster? Well, here's the thing. If somebody here decides to misbehave, we can always send them to the back rooms. Oh, you want to be the example?
Go ahead.
Who's making an example for no fucking reason?
See, I was going to let it be him this time. But you know what? Fuck you.
Bullshit.
Fuck
in
the back rooms, bitch. Fuck you. So anyway, annoying ass repaints is definitely colors on molds that just don't work. Like G2 Ramjet. I'm sorry, but that shade of purple does not look good.
Yeah, but then again, to be honest, that was a repaint of the time, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, like I see what you're saying there. Just
I get that it was bad, but come on, it's 90s neon.
Yeah, 90s neon is. The fuck? You hear that?
Yeah, I think I just heard something. Let's go check on him.
Yeah, let's check on him real quick.
Fucking
What the fuck? Savage!
He bit my leg.
You're gonna need to go deal with that then.
You're the fucking one.
Now, if we're going back to the annoying thing about repaints and something I mentioned earlier, it's like, when Japan just re-released like the little minicons and stuff in blind bags, just repainted about 57 different ways.
Excuse the fuck out of you, Mimi's?
For me, orange.
Dare you in my show disrespect J-Rye?
Especially, I'm gonna have to say it. Final Fire Guts.
I'm about to send you to the back rooms.
Okay, I'll be good. No, hey, yeah, but come on.
Speaking of
Savage.
Holy shit! Savage, are you okay?
All right. Oh.
No.
Jesus!
Okay. All right. Okay. Did you at least enjoy yourself that time? Like, did you actually enjoy doing the joke that time?
Yeah.
Savage, how was managing your failure?
He was disciplined through hard work, but he still came up a B.
Did you ask him to unfreeze the chicken?
I told him to unfreeze the chicken. He put it in boiling water. What the hell?
I suppose the only language he speaks is failure.
He also spells it failure too. He showers in failure. His grades are a failure. His whole existence and career is a failure.
But did you tell him about 9-year-old cousin Timmy?
Oh, I told him better. I told him about 5-year-old James. He works at Microsoft as second president for Bill Gates.
He's 5.
He's 5.
You're lucky you're not in here, Mebius. Or you know what? No. Which one of you two agrees with him?
I don't. Fire Guts God Jinrai is awesome. I actually had that toy.
I would not know it. I've never really messed with it, so
I will show you an example. It's a third-party piece, but it has the colors necessary to get the point across here.
Because I believe the only version of Fire Guts God Jinrai in G1 release at the time was E-Hobby.
I mean, I don't see a big deal on that one. So it's like he's orange, okay.
The thing is, it's because they released E-Hobby at the time released Fire Guts God Jinrai as a repaint to as he looks. Oh, that is. Mwah.
This absolute chode.
I mean, he looks all right.
Hey, BC.
What?
Gimme. I'm waving my credit card at you. Gimme.
No.
But yeah, that is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, that version of Jinrai is honestly one of my favorite, not just figures, but concepts as a whole. And just, I realize, I'm fucking with Mebius a lot here. I know there's some repaints that just don't work for people. I get it. I understand. It's just that one is one of the very few times where I'm a gatekeeper. If you're going to give me a new version of Jinrai, you better damn well make the Fire Guts version or I'm going to lose my shit.
Yeah, because if I remember, as I was saying to Savage, BC, if I remember rightly, the first ever version of Fire Guts God Jinrai was E-Hobby.
If memory serves me right, yes, that was the very first time we saw Fire Guts Jinrai as a toy.
And yeah, because if I remember rightly, E-Hobby released it alongside Nucleon Quest Convoy, aka Black God Jinrai.
Well, hold on.
Quest.
Well, hold on, Mebius. It's okay if you don't really care for it, because here's the thing: it's a toy. It's also a matter of your opinion, and in that case,
no,
your opinion's fine.
Okay, look, I realize I might have gotten a little too serious on that. I was joking. If it's not your thing, it's not your thing. I get it. I understand. Just, I'm a Jinrai fanboy. If I showed you right now, I have 3 versions of the Fans Hobby version. I love that concept that much. I have the TFCon exclusive, I have the standard, I have the Fire Guts, and I'm currently working on getting the Shattered Glass and the Black.
I was going to say, look, if there's 2 boys that you don't disrespect around BC, it's Lyo Convoy and Jinrai.
I will murder over Lyo Convoy. Oh, I will murder.
Imagine
I was going to say,
the green Lyo Convoy. That'd be weird.
BC will kill for those boys.
Yeah.
What if they made Lyo Convoy to
I'm good with that.
Yeah, man. Okay, yeah. I mean, the only thing I disagree with when it comes to Nemesis is when it just becomes a lazy and painfully obvious repaint.
Another black repaint.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where the whole annoyance is when the same colors are used multiple times. And going back to Jinrai, at least the only other time we ever see Jinrai is in the Fire Guts colors. We've never really seen it in the black. The only time, technically speaking, we only seen Nucleon Quest Convoy twice.
wasn't those appearances actually in the follow-up manga?
I don't know. I actually don't know.
Because I thought Nucleon Quest Super Convoy, while part of the obvious Master Force and timeline, never actually appears in the show, but only appears in ancillary material.
So with that said, let's finally get off of annoyances. Let's start jumping into some of those gems now, shall we?
And the question I brought up earlier, since we're talking about the gems, that BotCon Beast Wars repaint box set using the Energon tools. You know, when you
Those have got to be some of the best repaints I've ever seen.
When you see like Cheetor using the Clocker Clocker tool,
that was Cybertron.
Yep. But you know what I mean? That Unicron trilogy era stuff. Now, when you had the Dinobot from the Hoist tool,
the one that worked the best was Primal. Primal out of Crumple Zone. That was fucking smart.
Yeah. Did they do a Predacon version of that one? Because it would have been
a Predacon.
Yeah, because I'm trying to remember. Wasn't there some Predacons using that concept?
No. If memory serves me right, in that specific BotCon scene, the only other Predacon I know for a fact they did was Beast Wars Megatron out of Cybertron Defense Red Alert.
Oh, yeah. Because that would have been nice if it had seen like Tarantula, Scorponok done in that style. Pterosaur. Interesting what concepts they would have gone from Unicron Trilogy with those other Predacons.
Speaking of Unicron Trilogy, Cannonball.
Yes.
Cannonball is an absolute gem of a repaint. What are some Star Wars repaints that you could bring up that are absolute gems, Savages? Savage? Bleh.
The Mandalorian Death Watch.
Ooh.
I'm going to bring up this as an example, right? This is the G.I. Joe Spy Troops era stealth jet. It was originally a G.I. Joe vehicle. It was repainted in the Rise of Cobra toy line as a Cobra jet. And I think even with the new gimmicks, especially when the fact that you have the stealth section pop out to form separate missiles, and you have all the internals, that's what makes it stand out to me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because you have what would be a G.I. Joe vehicle, a stealth jet for the good guys, now in the hands of Cobra.
Or another good example, actually, would be the Mobile Suit Gundam Zeon, but with Earth Federation stamps all over instead of Zeon.
Oh,
yeah, but that's just a bunch of like random stamps.
But that's still a thing, though. It was an actual, I think, anime thing. Actually, it's not. It was never captured. It was actually something they put together, or like the Zaku's.
The Zaku 2 F2, the one that was tan. Because I do remember building a tan one.
I'm talking about the white one.
The other thing is, where do you think this guy sits?
All I said. I mean, what?
Tonkanator. Do you think is good, bad, different? Because it's a completely different character.
Oh shit, he did.
Who did?
He did.
Oh, I was going to say, oh, BC has fallen. I rule the scrapyard now.
Now, go enjoy the back rooms.
Oh, he's gone.
The back rooms monster is still alive, is he?
I mean, he should have at least a black eye.
Anyway, so Meeby's brought up the whole sound wave and the sound blaster thing, and that's definitely a good one. You could also throw in blaster into Twincast.
Also, Soundwave into Soundwave Shatter Glass for weight. What?
Let's check on Woody.
Oh, that's it. You're going to get it now.
Oh, Jesus!
Fucking hell. Whoa.
Get out from under that. Get out from under that.
Underwear.
Savage! Help!
The damn monster ran
I don't know
in
how
under
I
the
can't
bed.
help.
Get out of there. God
Woody! Woody!
He's got my leg. He's got my leg. He's pulling me under.
Cut the cord. Cut the cord.
Help! Somebody help me.
Cut the cord.
Somebody help me.
Go handle this.
No. Oh, thank you, Beanie. Oh, thank you.
I'm not sure if that's what I heard earlier.
I think it's gone now. I think it's gone now.
Why is there blood all over your wall? Bean, did you kill the monster?
Thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, Beanie. Thank you, Beanie.
So, for applications for becoming the next Backrooms monster is now available on.
So another absolute gem of a repaint. I'm gonna go with a Robots in Disguise 2001 Skybite.
Okay. Now, my question on this one for some of you guys is, what about some of the collaboratives? Your thoughts on those?
We can't really count most of those because 9 times out of 10 they're either complete retools or completely new molds.
Well, what about MP10GB?
Okay, that I feel is not a gem. It's neat. It's obscure. I feel a way about it. We'll just put it that way. I feel a way about it.
Like I mentioned, I know that's we said, Tonkinator. Good, bad, and
Tonkinator
is a different gem.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, looking back at initially, I was like, "Who's the greatest shark in town? Who's the greatest shark around?"
Scott, that's me.
Now, what I was thinking when I initially saw this, I laughed at it and thought, "Oh God, Tonka and Transformers." But now that I look at it deeper, I actually think, you know what? I can actually see it. I actually see the concept they were going for. You know what I mean?
And that's where we lost them. No, okay.
No, you know what I mean? The concept of the Constructicons being like Tonka toys.
See, here's the thing. The Constructicons as toys were never big enough to truly feel like Tonkas.
You can see that was the idea they had in their head. Did it work? Now, see, this is the difference, when we're talking about repaints, the difference between concept and execution.
Timing, I don't know.
You know what I mean, BC?
Yeah.
You know when you can say, yeah, I see what they were going for, did it quite work out the way it planned? No.
Hell no.
Hell nah.
Not to hell.
What the hell?
What the hell you say?
I am raising a donut.
I'm gonna take my tuna.
Now, the other thing I was going to actually mention, since we were mentioning repaints, is what did you guys think to the Prime Wars era of Hasbro versus Takara? With Hasbro being more toy accurate, Takara at the time being more cartoon accurate.
I feel like that is a time that is no longer appreciated because so many people are just. I miss those days genuinely because of the fact that there used to be if you didn't like the way Hasbro chose to do it because they chose to go with the toy option, you could always go with the Takara option. Now all of a sudden we don't have that option anymore, and
to be honest, Takara gave us Lyo Convoy in the Prime Wars line. Oh, you weren't a big fan of that one compared to Alpha Trion.
I appreciated the fact that they acknowledged my boy, but that thing was a joke.
You weren't. I take it you weren't a fan of that tooling.
No, I wasn't. You'd think I was. I'm not. It's
mind you, I did buy that tooling, and I was quite a fan of it. I thought it was cool that we got. I thought it was kind of cool that we got a new upgrade of that one. But what was it specifically about that Lyo Convoy tooling that you were just not a fan of?
The fact that they tried to. The reason why they did it was because they wanted to make the ship they rode in a toy in some way, shape, or form. But then immediately they got greedy and went, wait a second. This mold does have a lion mode, and the main character that drives this ship is a lion. So let's do the best of both worlds. Doesn't work.
Yeah. Whereas in the US, we got Alpha Trion as both the lion and the ship.
Which either way, I don't care.
Yeah. I mean, which was a nod to the Alpha Trion toy from that Snarl figure from Universe.
Just either way.
But that was what I was thinking is, how the Prime Wars gave us both different decos and even new characters from those figures.
Well, how about we shift this a little bit, because I can tell that the atmosphere right now is it's starting to degrade from the annoying side. Let's get back into the hang of things and go straight into the gems.
Actually, I was about to jump into the after party because we're basically done.
I think I have one last question. I think this is a question. This will go for any toy line, right? If you could see any character that hasn't been done yet via repaint, what would you see done? And from who?
That's actually a good question. I'd love to see a Flash Lyo convoy done out of the current Legacy of the Evolution Lyo. Yes,
Mhm.
yes, I am strictly calling that Lio. I refuse to call that Leo Prime because that's not who it is. Check your facts.
Give us another version of Iron Monkey.
Don't encourage it.
Fuck you! Ah! Ah!
Now, the other thing, since we never mentioned it, BC, how do you feel? How do you feel that Lightning Collection has handled?
Ah!
Hey,
What?
hey,
What?
what? Ah!
Stop! What?
I was going to
Red.
say, how do you think Lightning Collection has handled repaints so far?
I mean, Lightning Collection is basically Repaint Central. You're kind of expected to see repaints.
Yeah, but I mean, but how far do you think they'll go with the repaints and redecos and all that?
Basically, I don't see them going anywhere past what's considered safe.
Right. So do you think we might, I mean, just as a curiosity, Savage want to go play with the monster again?
I like to see you go play with a monster. Leave me alone.
All right, Mebius, what's going on? Who's going to the back rooms?
Now, the only thing, do you think NinjaCon was pushing it a bit with repaints?
They were getting very daring with that whole idea of a repaint.
So do you think they might play it safe like Bandai did and go with the black and gold?
See, here's the thing. They already did that, and they kind of shot themselves in the foot, and Savage going to the back rooms.
I admit they shot themselves in the foot with the black and gold Megazord by making it an NFT.
But clearly enough, people still bought it. I don't know why, but still did.
Because one of the questions I was thinking is, you know how the original Power Rangers toy lines had a lot of obscure retools and repaints over the years, especially like in space.
Yeah. They could just as easily do. Basically, they could do any random repaint they so desired.
Do you personally feel that Hasbro might go down that path and, do the air quotes silver Titanas from in space as an example, or
That I highly doubt.
so you think NinjaCon might just be one of those things like, yeah, we're pushing it at that.
Yeah, I genuinely feel like NinjaCon was pushing it. It sold very well, which I'm still to this day fucking flabbergasted at.
I mean, and that was an obscure Ninja Storm toy, wasn't it?
Yeah. And the main reason why I picked this up, I'm fully expecting the G2 version of this, and let's check on Sad. What the
Help me! Fuck. Shit.
Savage.
You said you killed him. Who's this?
Maybe we're actually mainly talking about mainline, but I do see what you're saying with that.
What did Mebius say?
Black Feral Rex.
Black Feral Rex, yeah. Thank you, Savage. Thank you,
backgrounds.
Medius, for saying I'm killing you.
Oh, Jesus. So, anyways, yeah, we're basically in the after party now.
Is Savage okay? Is Savage okay?
I don't know. Let's go check on him.
Oh. There's an empty
hell?
chair. There's an empty chair. Oh, hey.
Savage is right behind you.
He's hiding.
I have an idea. Shit.
I bet he wishes he had one of those rider belts now, didn't he? So, Savage. BC. We are gonna.
Oh my God.
Oh, you're still alive then, Savage?
Stop sending me to the back rooms.
Okay, Woody, your turn.
Motherfucker.
What are your turn? See,
So-
I said Woody this time.
Yeah, I never see you go back there. So what one did I miss?
I mean, I don't really know because I was trying to bring up the fact that I'd love to see G2 repaints of this.
No, I feel like they should have gotten out at least Breakdown and Wild Rider because those empty.
Woody, you okay?
Pagey solo Jones. One solo Jones.
You want some, do you?
So aggressive.
Where the fuck?
Fuck you too.
God damn it.
I think he's gone. He ran off into under the bed again.
Oi, you got a license for that fork?
You bastard! You back!
I don't think he has a license for that fork.
No. No, you don't. Why don't you head to the back rooms and make sure he goes find it?
How about you go fuck yourself?
All right. God damn it. Give me a minute. I gotta go handle this.
Finally, fucking hell. Fucking making us do all this shit.
Well, it's only because
steals my monster and makes it his show. Fuck you.
I was going to say, well, basically, even though you're second in command, you couldn't handle it. Jesus Christ, Savage.
That was the second iteration of it. What do you fucking mean? That was This is a Repaint monster.
Sounds like the basement monster's got your dog.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Don't worry. I'm pretty sure. Oh, let's check on him.
That's what you get for fucking with me. I gave you a new job for a fucking reason. Stay your ass there. Attacking the boss. What the fuck's wrong with you? What the fuck did I tell you?
Well, I attacked it with a vacuum cleaner and I attacked it with a fork. It's clearly not enough.
I mean, I attacked him with a fucking pizza box,
Ah!
Why'd you shoot him?
He was in the way.
In the way of what?
And now it's right by you, so if I were you, I'd duck.
BC, I will send you to Jesus.
Jesus, you've been sent to.
Ooh.
Uno reverse card?
Yep, I just pulled the Uno reverse card on his ass. So anyways, yeah. This is pretty much the after party.
I will send you to Jesus.
I will send you to find real estate.
Oh. Fuck! I was gonna say, fuck you too.
Please donate $1 to stop this guy from being so abusive.
For only $1 a day, you can send BC to Jesus.
Ow! Okay, you know what, motherfucker? Time Force yellow.
Wait, what the hell? No!
Deserved it.
Ow. I was gonna say, ow! BC has fallen. I rule the scrapyard now.
Well, everyone's dead. Now I guess I'm in charge of everything.
Zap life speed. So much bloodshed.
Oh, great! We're basically killing each other today. Like
Yeah,
it's the
basically.
What
finale.
haven't we?
I was gonna say, like it's the season finale or something.
Or maybe this is the end of the scrapyard.
Oh no! Have we reached the final arc in the story?
Perhaps we have. Maybe next week we might actually see the return of Aladar? Who knows?
Oh, nah. This is just a filler episode.
Yeah, basically.
You know,
We had to
the-
figure out a way to write Aladar out of the show, so
you know, this is just like the 300 or so episodes of One Piece where it's all just filler.
Oh God, that means we have to start scripting these. I mean, as if the APs were not scripted. Yeah.
But don't worry, guys. The scrapyard will actually start.
reveal our secret, Savage. We talked about this.
I was
Listen,
gonna
okay,
say,
it's kind of hard to keep it a secret when we keep running to the same shout out.
but don't worry, guys. The scrapyard will actually only start getting good around episode 500.
You're saying the show's not good? Fuck you.
Ow! No.
Wait. Pulse check. He's still alive. Go for more. Go for more.
What? All I did was make a One Piece joke.
And you gotta turn it into a 2-piece, just like Jazz.
Oh! You know what? You're going to the back rooms for that, Savage.
No, I'm not.
No, how about this? You both are.
What?
So hi guys, it's been a while since we talked personally. I'm doing great. How are you guys? Doing great. That's good. So just I'm going to take this as a little bit of an opportunity to let you guys know there's a major reason why I have this. BC is coming back to mainline. So, if you wish for BC to review a figure that you've been genuinely curious as to how I feel about it, feel free to let me know. Whether it's live here in the Scrapyard or over in the comment section. Let a guy know. Let a guy know. I'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much. Now, let's check in on buffoon number 1. The hell is that? There's a random note there that I can't make out.
Oh, you see it said Savage died.
Fucking what? All right, well, let's go ahead and check on Solo then. What the hell's going on, Woody?
There is no Woody, only backroom monster.
Wait, monster? Oh, I got something for this.
The backroom monster has eaten the puppet known as Woody.
Hey, Frank.
You can kill this body, but you'll never kill me, BC.
I am the one who will walk the plane of the earth. Only one who could defeat them all. Henshin!
Honore Savaggio.
Can't even hear what you're saying.
Honore.
You didn't see that happen.
Honore Savaggio.
Woody? What are you okay, bud?
What happened?
You were possessed.
Yeah, I was thinking now. I remember I was just going to the bathroom and the monster dragged me into the dark.
Why were you going to the bathroom in the back rooms?
Hey, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
This isn't the whatever.
So
You messed up the henshin. It was my own henshin, okay? Leave it alone.
he's Kamen Rider Savage, man. Come on. Leave him be.
Did I? The question is, when I was possessed, did I actually say anything cool?
As far as I heard, no.
Nah, he really doesn't say anything cool. If anything, he just made it sound really dumb.
How come is it whenever people get possessed, they never actually say anything cool except in the movies?
Yeah. To be sure, the power of promise compels you.
Ah, well, maybe next time. Maybe next time.
Although, I wonder what a possessed savage would look like.
We're not going to find that out.
Find out on the next episode of Scrapyard Z.
Oh God.
Power of promise compels. So, anyways, yeah. If in case you guys didn't catch on to that fun little interlude I did, yeah, I'm basically back to mainline, and I'm gonna be buying stuff kind of as I go, and we're gonna see how I feel. throughout it because the way I see it, if my son ends up being into Transformers, I want to be able to enjoy it with him. So
I was going to say, let's all have bets on when Savage says, "Oh no, I'm not going to buy everything," but then ends up actually buying absolutely everything and hunting high and low for it.
Why are you blaming me? That's not my doing.
he's referring to me.
Well, you said Savage.
I meant BC. Because we all know that BC is going to fall into the collector's trap.
I mean, I'm doing pretty good so far.
Until the temptation grows too strong. The allure of plastic crack.
I become so numb, I can't feel it. Ah!
And next thing you know, your wallet is hiding under the bed just to prevent you from actually going, when your wallet hears, "Hey, I'm going to Target for stuff." No!
If you call this number right now, you could save one of these wallets from being used as a collector's scam. Call now.
So, anyways, what do you?
Yeah?
I think now's the time for it.
Gee, BC, what are we going to talk about next week?
I'm glad you asked, buddy. Next week, it's going to be a very special week at the Scrapyard. We are going to be talking about our favorite things about each other.
Oh,
Because let's face it, there's been a lot of negativity as of late that I've noticed, and I feel like a really good, a very fine form of positivity would definitely help us all out.
Oh, thank you. So hopefully we're going to have a fun-filled episode next week.
And, like I said, for all we know, Aladar might be back next week. Who knows?
That's if we let him out.
Depends on how things go. So, with that said, this is going to be a rare opportunity here where I'm willing to allow some shameless plugging here. So, Savage, isn't there a little project you've been working on, getting off the ground that you, have been kind of hiding from everybody?
I have an OnlyFans.
Just an absolutely funny ass fair joke right there. Just ow! Oh, Jesus Christ, in a stick.
Remember, if you want to see Savage without his glasses, go to OnlyFans now.
Anyway.
My face is YouTube censorship. Ah!
Anyway, seriously. You've been talking to us about it for a little while. I feel like now is a good time to finally announce that you're going to be doing it.
Doing what?
Your own toy reviews.
I haven't been doing them yet at all. I've got any what? I'm not even ready for that. What are you talking about?
So I was going to say, this shameless plug has fallen flat on its face.
Yeah, clearly enough.
Yeah, because I'm not even close to ready on that one.
Oops.
All right, well, here on the Scrapyard, we normally don't allow plugging. So, I guess he changed his mind. All right, I guess not. Woody, is there anything that you've been working on that you want to reveal to anybody?
Actually, sadly, no. I've just been mostly working at work. I don't actually have anything to work on, but I have got a few things in the pipeline that I am actually planning, still in the research phase on, but for the scrapyard, when eventually DC says it's okay to go.
Well, as much as I'd love to have Aladar show something off, unfortunately he can't because he's not here. So,
Unfortunately,
what the
I
hell?
was
Hang on, guys, hang on.
going to say, my joke was, BC, Aladar's been locked in the closet. We've lost the key, unfortunately.
Just in case. It's on standby for right now.
Yeah, on standby, just in case.
I love this thing. It's the quickest thing I can grab right now for bullshit Kamen Rider stuff. Just, wow.
Bullshit of Kamen Rider.
He's a Kamen Rider. You pick up today.
Decado.
Look, motherfucker, audio awareness month is next month. Don't you dare fucking take this away from me. Okay. All right. Easy. Okay, so apparently, due to the fact that next month is audio awareness month, Aladar on his channel will be dropping a new review specifically of the Kingdom Fossilizer. What was her name again? Transmutate.
So I was just going to ask you, BC. We understand that Aladar's been locked in the closet for the past month or so. Have you finally found the key to let him out?
Oh, I farted my way out.
Oh, hell no.
Go in your fucking room. You can't fucking make me.
All right.
I mean,
Get your ass right now.
and yes, Jet, he is a glutton for punishment.
Okay, so I was right. BC finally found the key to the closet and let him out.
I mean,
Before we go, just remember, audio awareness month, transmutate. Be there for it.
I can't hear you.
So anyway, after
BC.
that little bit of business,
Also, BC, I'm going to tell you, what have we learned about letting Aladar out before it's time?
he forced his way out.
Well, I was going to say, I think you need to put on another lock.
Nah.
I was going to say, well, to be honest, it is Aladar and his ass, so he probably melted that padlock pretty quickly.
Yeah, he pretty much did.
However, if you wish to share your comment and or
I actually did want to announce one thing. So, one thing for certain that I feel like needs to be mentioned. We are going to be working more on scripting for Transformers Evolutions very soon because we have been putting that off a lot. And I think it's about time we finally get around to doing it. So, one thing I'm going to mention here real quick is due to the fact that under very temporary circumstances, Savage has taken over as second in command of the project. So therefore, a lot of writing is going to be done through him. So if you guys have any ideas that you would like to shoot at us as for something that you want to see happen in the Evolution series, a lot of it is still in the planning phase, so we might be able to work some things in. So if there's anything you wish to have in Evolutions, by all means, either talk to me or the Savage. We are the two that you are going to want to talk to about this. Howsoever, there is other projects that kind of require a little bit more of our attention entirely because of how much work we've been putting in. And I think I'm finally going to take this as a moment to fully announce this. Savage and I are currently working on our own live-action universe. What this entails, there's some details that I'm not going to reveal yet, entirely because, I don't want to get hit with the ban hammer on a few of it. But we do have some pretty awesome fan appreciation stuff coming. And I will tell you guys right now, for those of you who are Rider fans and Ranger fans, you're about to love us very soon.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. So, with that being stated, I now have one question for Woody.
Yes.
How many of these projects do you want in on?
I'll actually have to see what I can do with Transformers Evolution, actually.
So the live action stuff is not up your alley?
Well, depends what I can do all the way over here across the pond.
Okay, but now with that stated, though, do you at least want to hear what we have planned?
Yes, I do.
Okay, that's all I needed. Now, if there's anything else that you guys want, get headphones up. Bitch!
Oh, he's going in the back rooms for this.
No, you don't need the gun. You need the gun. Last I checked, you're supposed to be in your room. Thank you anyways, though.
What I was going to do simply was just there's a little bit of a hint for what's coming.
Oh.
All right, let's tease him then. You ready, Alex? It's warping time!
Violet Reactor!
So what's the story? I don't have my morpher on me at the moment.
That's because I'm always prepared. Want to take a guess what I'm doing behind the morpher? Here, I'll help you. It's the bird.
Anyway, so yeah, that's a little bit of a project that we got coming. If you if any of you is interested in anything that we got coming, by all means, let us know if there's stuff you want to see that you want to hopefully happen in any of the projects. By all means, talk to us. Let us know. Share your ideas with us. We want this to be a fan-shared project where we all work on it together.
Correct.
So with that said, Savage, is there anything else you want to bring up?
I would like to bring up, if there's a specific way you want to be able to bring up your ideas for possibly evolutions, or do you just want to discuss about the upcoming topic, this topic, or last week's topic, or any topic in general, might I recommend you go join us down in the Discord community, the Scrapyard community, where we are open to hear your thoughts, and we'll shit on your opinions, but it's okay, we'll let you shit on our opinions, because that's how we work.
We are all about sharing our shit opinions.
Sharing is caring, folks, except if it's head lice.
Keep that shit to yourself.
Exactly.
With that said,
the link to which will be in the description down below. And since I don't think we actually plug this all the time, if you want to reach us with your ideas about evolutions and other forms of scripting, please contact us on our Instagrams. I believe his is already common. VenomSim95. I don't know what his is at all, if he has one.
I don't use Instagram.
Okay, well then, mine is actually Josh BC Slaughter. VenomSim, whatever he said.
95.
95, okay. So VenomSim 95 and Josh BC Slaughter. If you guys have any ideas that you want to launch at us, by all means, let us know.
Mm-hmm.
But with that said,
is there anything else you guys want to go into real quick, just to kind of get it off your chest?
No, nothing on mine.
That's it? We good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I'm always happy to do these episodes. And if you guys have any ideas for topics, by all means, let us know. I'll be more than happy to check the comment sections if you guys have any ideas. With all that said, this has been the Scrapyard. I've been BC.
The Savage.
I've been Solo.
And we will catch you guys next week.
Thank you very much for listening, and good night.
Ah! Power protect.